morning, St. Andrews, and welcome to Spiritual Journey Days, The Lives We Lead. For our third episode, we have a very special guest. But before we talk about remembering, I think it's important for us to remember where we came from. The Cheeky Chapel, a replica of the first chapel that was here from 1962. Now, as we have grown as a community, there has still always been an important link to our heritage, our traditions. Many of our most appreciated traditional ceremonies take place: senior investiture, honor pinning, commencement. It's important that in the lives we lead, we remember where we came from in order for us to grow towards our future. Here is our third speaker for Spiritual Journey Days. We are very blessed to have Rabbi Eli Zians, who is from the Boca Raton Synagogue, who's going to share a little bit of not only Passover and Holocaust Remembrance Day, but the importance of remembering in our lives together, in the lives we lead on our spiritual journey.
Hello everyone, my name is Eli Zians. I work at the Boca Raton Synagogue as well as a school down in Hollywood, and I am incredibly honored and humbled to be able to share just a few words with you today. I'd like to begin with a story. Let's go back quite a few years. It was 1945. The war had just ended. The Holocaust had come to an end. And the Jews that were scattered throughout Europe were in the DP camps. And there was a great rabbi, incredible rabbi, that traveled around to the different camps to try and give words of strength and encouragement, words of inspiration to those who had lost everything, to those who had gone through unimaginable suffering. And he's giving out different Jewish artifacts, and he sees one guy, and he offers him a siddur, which is the Jewish traditional prayer book. He offers him the prayer book, and the man adamantly refuses. No! And he shoved the rabbi away, and the rabbi was very taken aback. Okay, it's understandable, everything he's been through, but that was a bit abnormal. So he goes back to the man and says, here's a prayer book, just you don't need to pray, just why don't you take the prayer book? You won't even hold it. You're so anti. What's the reason? The man says, Rabbi, you don't get it. You don't understand. You don't know what I've been through. I lost everything in the war. I lost everything. I lost my wife, my children. You have no idea the horrors that I've been through. He didn't know that the rabbi had also gone through the Holocaust. He lost his wife and 11 children. 11 kids. I know, crazy. Anyways, the man says, Rabbi, let me tell you, in my bunk, there was one man who had a prayer book. He was able to smuggle in a prayer book, and he would not let anyone use it to pray. He wouldn't share that prayer book with anyone unless they gave him their bread's ration of the day. Now, I don't know what you've learned about the Holocaust. I don't know the details, but let me tell you, the rations that were given to them, to give your bread for the day meant that you were giving everything for that day. And the rabbi was taken aback. He was, oh, that's horrible. Rabbi, not as horrible, it's horrific. If that's what Judaism is, if that's what Jews do, I don't want to have anything to do with Judaism. I want to have anything to do with this religion. Keep your prayer book. Leave me alone. And the rabbi says, you're right, it's horrible. Tell me, did the man steal bread from did he take bread from a lot of people? Rabbi, he stole bread from so many people. He was taking bread from everyone. The rabbi looks at him and says, you're right. It's disgusting. No one should ever do such a thing. And it's horrible. But don't look at how much bread this man took from so many people. Look at how many people were willing to give up their bread just to hold, to be able to pray from a prayer book. You see, in life, everything will come down to your perspective, to the way that you view any given situation, all the horrific things that you can go through in life. Not every day may be good, but there is good in every day. Coming off the heels of Passover, where we celebrate freedom. This is the holiday of freedom, where we recognize and we remember the slavery that the Jewish people went through for 210 years in Egypt. Unimaginable suffering. But it was also the moment, it was also this time period of Passover where the Jewish people had redemption. They began their journey to freedom where they had left Egypt, and they were making their way to Mount Sinai. And that's what we celebrate. We recall our past in order to build our future. We don't run away from it. We acknowledge it. We utilize those horrific, those troubling experiences as a stepping stool to step up, to raise ourselves, and hopefully pick those around us up as well. Which brings us to today, where we're going to pay tribute to the Holocaust Remembrance Day, where we're going to remember our loved ones. We're going to remember the 6 million Jews who had lost their lives, the countless millions of others who also had to have their lives prematurely taken during World War II. We always remember our past. Without our past, what are we building off of? Who have we become if not for our past? It's through these experiences that help mold and shape us into who we are and to who we strive to become. There's a famous, iconic Jewish song. For anyone who's familiar with Passover, there is one song, a very famous traditional song, which is always sung at the Passover meal, which is called the Seder. And the song is, Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halaylot. Right? The song in English is, what makes tonight different from all other nights? And then the song goes on to list a few differences in question form. Why is tonight different? Why do we do this as opposed to every other night of the year where we do this? And I'd like to suggest that part of the deeper understanding of why we sing such a song, even the adults sing the song at the Passover meal, is because every single day of our lives, we should always be asking ourselves, Ma nishtana halayla zeh? Why is tonight different from all other nights? What am I going to do to make today, to make tonight, to make right now different than it was before? I could be part of the problem. Anyone can identify the problems and the issues, but we can also choose to be the answer. We could be part of the discovery of the answer. Manishtan halayla is that why is today going to be different? Because I'm going to be different. I'm going to be a better person today than I was yesterday. That is the mindset. That is the perspective. And every experience, every pushback, every hurdle, every struggle, all the trauma, all the negative experiences that I've had growing up, it's going to help build me. It's going to help make me stronger. It's going to give me more experience, greater understanding on how to deal with the struggles later on in life. And that's what today is. We remember our past to help build our future. We don't cling. We don't only live in the past. That's not healthy. But it is healthy to recall where we come from in order to know where we're going in life. That's what we're doing, especially coming off the heels of Passover. It's the idea of freedom and going straight into Holocaust Remembrance Day, because it's always important to remember where we've come from and also the sacrifices that have come before us. We think that, you don't understand the struggle that I'm going through. You have no idea what I'm going through. And you're right. No one knows truly what you're going through more than you. But to think that no one in the world could possibly understand the struggles that I'm going through, the mental, emotional, psychological, financial struggles and hardships, I don't know. Maybe. It's possible you are the only person. But it is very possible that there have been many others who have gone through similar, if not greater struggles, and have come out stronger. And if we're able to glean from our past, if we're able to understand and learn from them, to recognize the sacrifices, the ultimate sacrifice that people have given for us to be able to become who we are, in order for us to be able to live the lives that we do, that is also something to pay tribute to. That is also something to always recognize, to always remember, to never forget the sacrifices that have been made. 6 million Jews died just solely because they were Jewish. And for that, yes, I will always remember them. We will always remember them. They will never be forgotten. I will never forget. We can never forget the sacrifice, the ultimate price that has been paid in order for us to be able to celebrate not just our past, not just our heritage and our traditions, but our freedom and our ability to move forward, our ability to live the lives that we do in order to cling to spirituality, to imbue ourselves with greater spirituality, and to always keep growing and making today a better day than it was yesterday, making this world a better place today than it was before, and making sure that I am part of the solution. I am the answer. And that every day I will become a better person than I was yesterday. Some people think, I'm too old to change. I'm too young to change. I'm too tired to change. I'm too lazy to change. I'm too cool to change. I've always, change. It's not me. That's not how God made me. This is how I am. I can't change. Really? I mean, I don't know. The world is constantly changing. You have 4 seasons: summer, spring, fall, and winter, right? The world is always going through a constant change. There are extremes, but there's also transition periods. Is there anyone in this room, anyone who's watching this, can any one of you say that you are the exact same person today you were 1 year ago from today? I can't imagine there's one person in the world who could possibly say that. You've grown physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. You've gone through incredible experiences the past year. Incredibly positive or negative, I don't know. But you've gone through different experiences. You have new life experience. Hopefully we've learned from them. We've grown from them. We've changed from them, hopefully for the better. Because change is a natural cycle of life. To not change goes against nature. To not change who you are deprives yourself of who you are meant to become. And therefore, I challenge you, change is natural. Be open to it. Embrace it. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And I guarantee you, as you shine, as you grow, you'll inspire countless others. You will be part of the solution. You will help make today, you will help make this world a better place today than it was yesterday. And by doing so, we're working off the history. We're working off our history of where we come from in our own respective places, but always paying tribute and respect and understanding of all the sacrifice that has come before us today to allow us to become the people who we are and the person who we strive to become. So even though Passover has ended, I hope wishing everyone a beautiful belated Passover. And Holocaust Memorial Day, the 6 million will always be remembered because we will always remember them and carry them with us wherever we go. As we embrace the change, we always recognize and pay respect to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice before us. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Have a wonderful day.
This is a prayer for Holocaust Remembrance Day. Today on Yom HaShoah, we call on you, Almighty God, to help us hear your voice that says in every generation, do not murder. Do not stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. Do not oppress the stranger. We know that whilst we do not have the ability to change the past, we can change the future. We know that whilst we cannot bring the dead back to life, we can ensure their memories live on and that their deaths were not in vain. And so on this Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, we commit ourselves to one simple act, Yizkor, remembering. May the souls of the victims be bound in the bond of everlasting life. Amen.